I'm John Keevy and I'm at Comic-Con Cape Town at the CTICC. That's a lot of C's, I'm not sure what all of them stand for, but at least two of them should be for Comic-Con. I'm very excited to see what we have going on here. Let's find out. I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Batman.
Man, you've been in a tough fight. Who have you been fighting with?
It's a showboating super boy. He calls himself Superman, but I'm gonna take him down.
Nice. With a glowing green stick.
You mean kryptonite?
Yeah, I guess I do. How long did it take you to make this?
You stop counting the hours, otherwise you'd lose your mind. It's like really, rather just do it when you got a bit of time, build it up, and it eventually happens. As far as length of time, your guess is as good as mine.
All right, who do we have here?
Gender bend Nightwing. I've always loved Nightwing, and I've always loved like the role he plays in the comics, and yeah, I just really wanted to bring that to life in my own feminine way. So
Nice.
yeah.
And how are you enjoying Comic-Con so far?
I love Comic-Con. I've been to each and every one of them, obviously in Joburg, so I'm very stoked that one is now in my mother city. So I'm glad to be representing here today as a cosplayer. You know, we gotta show up and show what Cosplay Cape Town has to offer.
Nice. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Would you like to hold my bat?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is much more deadly than I thought it would be.
And it lights up as well. So if you press this button here, there you go.
Incredible. You're not getting this bag. It's mine now.
No.
I'm Fred Wolf Cosplay from Mauritius, and I'm cosplaying as Namor from Black Panther 2.
Brilliant. And I've got one very important question for you.
Yeah.
Why are Marvel villains so sexy?
You have to have a perfect balance. You have like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, all of them on the good team. So you gotta get some sexy ones on the bad team as well.
Okay, you're just saying it's all about equality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now tell me, your costume.
Yeah.
You must have just bought this online, right?
Absolutely not.
What?
This is handmade, handcrafted. 3 weeks of full-time work. Yeah.
3 weeks, full-time work. That's incredible.
Thank you
so
so
you
much.
You don't just work very well. You also work fast because this is
Thank
very
you so much.
intricate.
I'm used to it because it's been almost 10 years since I began cosplaying for the first time, and I do this it's my full-time job now. Do you want me to take it off and show you? So first of all, I've used strips of EVA foam to make a frame that fits around my head, and on top of the frame I've built the base structure for the head, and then I just kept adding the details piece by piece, starting from the front, going all the way to the back, and the leaves last. And that little piece right here is detachable, so I can easily put that in my luggage.
What's it like being a professional cosplayer?
So I'm absolutely living my dream full time, and there's no way I would leave that to work for anybody. No matter the paycheck, I'm just living my dream right now. I'm having my biggest life, biggest time.
What advice would you give to other people who want to live their dream?
Go for it. We live only once, so if you never try, you never know if it works or not. So go for it. You might struggle in the beginning, but never give up. Keep pushing forward. Do not hesitate to contact people, to ask people for help, for advice. You can always learn something from someone, and just always keep going because you never stop improving yourself.
Who'd win in a fight, you or Killmonger?
Killmonger has no superpower. I win. I win.
I'm Toonibug, and today I'm dressed as Doctor Strange from the MCU.
Well, how did you learn your craft of cosplay?
My birthday's on Halloween, and I've always played dress up. I've always gone a little extra on Halloween, and I didn't realize there was an entire community that did this on days other than Halloween. And when I moved to Johannesburg, I discovered the cosplay community, and most of it is self-taught. I learned on an old second-hand sewing machine and had a very verbally abusive relationship with that sewing machine for several years until I figured out how to use it properly. And a lot of what I do is necessity, really. I made these out of a broken panniard. Those shipping containers. I made this out of a broken one and colored it in with Sharpie. It's literally because I could not afford to buy Perspex. So a lot of the things that I create are purely because I'm broke and need to figure out a way to make it and think outside the box.
Recycling, ingenuity, that's I think one of the things I love about the cosplay community. What do you love?
I love the community itself. I think it's one of the most welcoming and accepting communities I've ever been in. I was always met with judgment and like responses like, you really need to get a hobby or you really need to get a life whenever I went all out with costumes. And then when I found this cosplay community, not only are they supportive and inclusive, but they hype you up. They are about cosplay being for everyone, and my closest friends in the world right now are people I met through cosplay.
You've met other people here at the convention. Have there been any like real heartwarming moments?
I met Fred Wolf through cosplay, and we've become very, very close friends since then. And because I was doing Rogue, I asked him if he wanted to be my Gambit, and he said absolutely. So he threw together this costume. I mean, I say threw together, but it was absolutely amazing. And we had such an incredible response from people. I kind of thought nobody would know who we were because it's such an old retro costume. But then we walked up to the main stage and we saw Ross there from Walking Dead. Yes, I didn't want to butcher the surname. But we saw him there and we were just stopping to have a look, and he stopped everything and said,
by the way, nice Rogue and Gambit, that's awesome. That's fantastic. X-Men the Animated Series was actually the reason why I got into voice acting.
And it was incredible. It was absolutely surreal. Fred was losing his mind. I kept whispering to him, be cool, be cool, be cool.
Wolverine's voice, Cal Dodd's voice in that was so good that as a 9-year-old I was like, that's what I want to do. And yeah, so thanks for reminding me of that, yeah.
You're a wizard, John.
Squeak! All right, I'm here with some alien invaders. What do you have to say, aliens?
Nope. Friendly. Friendly. Eat human.
What, eat humans?
Yep.
No, wait.
Hi guys, my name is Elizabeth Rage. I am a cosplayer from the United States of America, and today I am cosplaying Ganyu from Genshin Impact. The wig is completely styled and designed by me. The costume is altered from something that I was able to find online, luckily, because especially with Genshin Impact, there is so much detail on these costumes. A lot of times you end up spending more money trying to make it by yourself than you would to buy something that you would love to be able to make if you had the 6 months and time of dedication to do that.
Yeah.
But everything that I wear, I always alter to myself, and I think it's really important for everybody to know that any way that you cosplay is valid, it's important, and there's nothing wrong with buying a costume, there's nothing wrong with making a costume. Anything that you do to make yourself that character and feel good that day is absolutely wonderful.
What draws you to cosplay?
For me, it's performing. I love shape-shifting and changing into my favorite characters. I also love being able to engage with people who have a similar fandom. I get to meet people all over the world thanks to cosplay, and because of that, we have a connection automatically. If they recognize you as the character they love, you share the love of that game or that anime, and that's something that's really incredible and really unites people all around the world.
Yeah, I've got to say your physicality and the way you embody the animated way of Genshin Impact is it's a beautiful detail.
Thank you. I mean, I can flutter a bit more if you like, but my tips for local cosplayers would be get yourself out there. Don't be afraid to share what you make, share it online, share it with your friends. Go to Comic-Cons, go to meetups in the park. Anytime where you can engage with fellow cosplayers, fellow nerds, it's the best time you'll have. You'll make the best friends of your life just doing that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you.
I'm here with South African national champion of Catan, Brett "Fish" Anderson. Where did you represent us?
So last year in November in Malta they had the World Champs, and I went to represent South Africa, who up till then had finished 42nd, 47th in the world, and I managed to come 7th.
That's a pretty impressive leap forward there.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's the secret to a good game of Catan?
Secret to a good game of Catan, it's all about placement at the beginning. So the placing of your settlements is where generally most of the action is going to happen. So you take your time on that, making sure that you have wheat, because wheat is involved in everything. Sheep, don't worry about sheep, that's my philosophy. There's always going to be sheep. Checking out the ore and the wood, the ore and the brick, because those things, there are only 3 placements for those. And then making sure that you have a variety of resources and typically a variety of numbers as well.
Okay, that's some good strategic things. So if you ever want to destroy your family at Catan, Brett "Fish" Anderson has the way. Unplug yourself, there's a banner over there. What is Unplug Yourself?
So Unplug Yourself is a movement aimed at getting, it says what it is, aimed at people getting us away from our screens, our telephones that we're addicted to, and just getting people face to face playing board games again. And so teaching people new games, new ways of just disconnecting and reconnecting. So disconnecting from technology, reconnecting, new connections, new friendships, all that kind of thing. It's amazing that you got like a werewolf playing against a camouflage guy, playing against a Princess Akira, and everyone's just like vibing for the most spice or dice or whatever it is that's happening. And just vibing the vibe, John.
Just vibing the vibe, man.
Vibing the vibe.
Vibing the vibe. I'm vibing it. I'm feeling the vibrations.
Yeah.
You know, whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a game for you.
There's a game for you. There's a game for you.
There's a game for you.
There's a game for you.
A game for you.
A game for you.
For you. All right, and we're checking out the Artist Alley. Who do we have here? Hi.
Hi, my name is Kati and I am the owner of the Kati's Arts Emporium.
Oh, brilliant. And you are?
My name is Moyo and I am the artist for Shintro's Arts.
What is better? Anime, comics, film, or games?
You see, now I have made art for both games and anime. You're getting me, you're making me decide.
I know, I'm forcing you. You got it. Pressure makes diamonds and decisions.
You know what, I'm gonna go with games. I'm gonna have to go with games. It's a controversial one, I know, I've said something controversial. But I think it's because
And you said it on tape.
Yeah, you got me on tape. I'm saying with my chest. I'm saying with my whole heart because a lot of the indie games that I've played have been so fun and just getting to see the creators put so much of their effort into that. I think for me personally, I love that. As much as anime is cool, a lot of the time it's a big company, it's just a rat race, but in a lot of the indie games we get to see people's whole heart and soul being poured into something. I think right now I've been inspired a lot by the game Hades. They have like this cool cel-shaded, dark shadows, harsh shadows thing going on, and I really love that because it creates a lot of emotion, especially with the differences in line weight. So I am trying to get that through some of the pieces I have made. Yeah.
I love Supergiant games.
Their games are so good.
Ooh. And yourself, what inspires you?
It's gotta be manga. Because for my arts final last year, I had a lot of inspiration from Tai Kubo and Sushida, so I just really want like that thick line art and then like the really pretty colors also into my arts, and more like just like creepy facial expressions or more detailed facial expressions in my arts, which is what I'm trying to do here more also.
Wild. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. My name is Bill Masuku. I'm a comic book artist and writer from Zimbabwe. Done some storyboard work for Netflix and Disney and Kogali, but I'm mostly self-published. I've made Captain South Africa, Tokoloshi Hunters, and a bunch of other stuff that you may or may not know.
Tell me about Captain South Africa.
She is a non-violent Xhosa hero who's based in the Western Cape here in Cape Town. It's inspired by a lot of the people I went to university with. I really love the story because it's been difficult to write, right? There's a lot of things that are easy. You put a spandex on a character, make them punch or fly or whatnot, give them radiation of whatever kind. But this has been an exploration of what South Africa could be if there was the advent of superheroism or powers. Having to study a lot of pseudo-politics and create pseudo-politics specifically for the universe has been a interesting writer's journey, but also finding out my own limitations. I'll write the coolest stuff and be like, I can't draw that. Yeah, so I have to just backspace 2 pages and be like, cool, so she walks. So yeah, it's been an interesting self-limitation journey of breaking my limits, of figuring out, what is good storytelling, what's realistic storytelling, and what's storytelling as an African comic book, because that doesn't necessarily mean what I thought it meant. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drop down a comment below for who you want to hear interviewed next, and we'll catch you in the next one. Click over here for our last content, and click over here. Is this too much?
Are you like this? You're taking my job.
I'm so sorry.
You're better at this than I am. Oh man. We just found my replacement.
We just need AI. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We also have a Patreon for uncut content. Catch you next time. Goodbye.
If anyone else wants to hire someone out of work, email me, I guess. And sudden turn. Hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Jana Porowski. I'm an artist here tabling for Comic Con for 2023.
Fantastic art. Who inspires you? What makes you want to create art?
Honestly, I really enjoy creating different worlds because I used to run a D&D game, and it inspires me to just create stories and concept art and things that people haven't heard of as well. that's the cool thing about D&D is role playing, and I just want to showcase all the stories in my head and all the concepts and everything that I've always wanted as a child. So that is the biggest thing that inspires me. It's just creating stories.
Yana, D&D frogs. Why?
You know what? People love frogs. People love D&D. So why not make D&D frogs?
Have you
Showcase it.
maybe considered making like a full-on D&D homebrew where everything's frog?
You know what? That's actually I would definitely gonna workshop that for next time. Definitely, we're gonna workshop that.
Everything is frog. You've seen it right here. What's the weirdest thing you've seen at Comic-Con?
All the ahegao hoodies. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, those hentai hoodies. Yeah, that is the weirdest thing I've seen. A lot of people love them. I was like,
What's hentai?
we can talk that off the show. Yeah, let's talk about the show.
No one wants to tell me. It's very confusing.
You don't want to know.
And that's it for Comic-Con 2023 Cape Town. We had some good times. We saw some crazy things. We saw super-powered Batman with a kryptonite spear. We saw Hagrid, and I got to hug him, and that was beautiful. We saw anime that I can't quite pronounce, but I'm glad that I did, because, man, they committed. This is us going home, signing off. Until next time, stay geeky.